Our guest today is an X Factor superstar, Strictly Come Dancing sensation and West End leading lady. It's the absolutely wonderful Alexandra Burke. Hello, Alex.
Hello, lovely ladies.
It's so lovely to see your face. Now, I'm going to get the guys to run a film of your best bits. But before we get to that, we were just talking about Love Island and the fact that, you know, it got a bit lively, talking about whether or not you'd want to know if your other half had cheated and would you want to meet the other woman. I'm fascinated. Would you want to meet the other woman?
No.
Really?
No, simply because the damage is already done and it's not her fault. At the end of the day, it's to do with the other person who's hurt the other person effectively. So really, if somebody cheated on me, I don't want to meet the other woman because I don't need that kind of closure. I just need to get rid of the man and get rid of him and say goodbye and pray for him. And I hope that he doesn't hurt anyone else in the future. But I think for me personally, it wouldn't help at all because the problem isn't her, it's him.
Goodness me, I don't know what foolish man would ever cheat on you, Alex. Beautiful, beautiful thing.
It's happened, darling, it's happened.
Oh, my goodness me. We shall talk. Right, let's have a look at some of your best bits. Alex, what was it like when you look back at all those big moments?
It's the memories for me, just watching that back, because I actually couldn't hear anything, but watching it back just made me get a bit of sweaty hands because the memories are actually quite amazing.
Yeah, and you have been on quite a journey over the last few years, and now you're back on the stage. You're in Joseph. How's it going? Because I think last week you did 10 shows in a week, didn't you?
Yes, first time ever that I've done 10 shows. And actually, it was actually 11 because I had a gig as well during the week. But oh my goodness, just to get through the 10 shows, I was really, really proud. The company are just amazing. The show is incredible. The show is joyous. It's infectious. And to think, I always sit back when I talk about it, I think to myself, wow, I actually was going to turn this show down because I wasn't sure if I could do it. And the amount of happiness and joy it's brought me, I'm just so grateful that I've been a part of this moment right now, especially with theatres being back open again. We're at full capacity. People are loving their lives and they're just loving being in a theatre, and you can see the joy on their faces and through their eyes because, you know, they're wearing masks and stuff as well. People have been very, very safe. But we're living our best lives on stage and we're just hoping that everyone can feel our energy as well.
I second that because I went to the theatre last week with my daughter and it was so emotional. When they did their first number, literally, they got a standing ovation. You could see everybody on the stage was close to tears. It was amazing.
Yeah, there was a moment in the matinee last week, actually. It hit me that we were back on stage again after not performing for such a long time. And I just burst into tears. And at the end of the show, I have to encourage everyone to get up and dance with us and before we do the mega mix. And I couldn't speak. I was speechless. And it was just a beautiful moment just to see everyone standing up, having the best time and with us spiritually. They were there. We were all connected and it was beautiful, really, really beautiful.
Oh, Alex, I just wanted to ask you about your vocals because I know that obviously being in lockdown means you haven't been singing at all and then going into like 10 shows. How is that? Have you adapted that vocally? How has that been for you?
Well, I'm the kind of person that takes this very seriously. So I run on the treadmill and sing. And throughout lockdown, I was doing that anyway, just to keep up, just to keep my stamina up really. And don't get me wrong, I don't know what big difference it has made or hasn't made, but I know that I have struggled trying to believe in myself enough to execute 10 shows a week. I've had to really look after myself. It's all the talking that I can't do because I can't really be quiet because I love talking. But it has been hard. It's really hard. It's like you've really got to be strict and down to what you eat, steaming your voice. Everything has to be natural on the throat and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I just take it really seriously because I just want to be able to perform. I don't want to let anyone down.
We were looking... oh, sorry, Cole.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to ask you, sorry, that obviously we found out this week that there will be Simon Cowell's announced there's no more X Factor. And I wondered how you felt about that.
Well, you know, it's been 13 years. This year is 13 years that I won X Factor. And if I'm honest with you, look, I have really amazing fond memories of X Factor. My time on there was an incredible, incredible journey. but you know, as they do say, all good things sometimes have to come to an end. And I think you know, Simon could be preparing something else up his sleeve because he's a very smart man. But it was the show that gave me all of this. So I will forever be grateful to the X Factor and for what it's given me in my life.
And you're doing a film as well, aren't you? Pretty Red Dress.
Yes, yeah. Oh my God, it's really exciting. The film actually comes out next year. It's called Pretty Red Dress, and I can't say too much about it, but it's inspired by Tina Turner. I play a character called Candice May, and the director Dion Edwards is just an amazing human being, and what her story is just incredible. And I just can't wait for the world to see it next year. So fingers crossed that people watch it and love it.
Amazing. You were saying just there, I wanted to pick you up on that, but you said what X Factor did for you, and it did. But I kind of think with you, it would have happened anyway. You know, your mum, oh my God, what a singer, one of my favourite bands, Soul to Soul. You yourself, you know, listening to you sing Hallelujah, it's like goosebumps. Your voice is phenomenal, and as you say, you take it very seriously. So, you know, I think. Do you not feel that it would have happened for you anyway?
I don't actually think it would have, because I had so many opportunities where my mum, she was my manager when I was younger, and she would knock on all these doors, and a lot of the times the doors were closed, and she used to encourage me to stay positive and say, when one door closes, another one will open. And I always used to get told I needed development and needed more time on stage. And, you know, no one really took a risk with me when I was much younger. But, you know, when Stevie Wonder wanted to sign me, for example, when I was 12, my mum said no, because she was like, absolutely not. You're only 12 years old. She wanted me to have, you know, time in school to be able to be a kid. So I just think that for me, if it wasn't for X Factor, I just don't know if it would have happened. Who knows? But it definitely gave me this amazing break. And 13 years later, I can't believe it that I'm just still doing what I love. And it really is a blessing. Every day I count it as a blessing.
And Alex, I know you and I have spoken before about the fact that journey for you to get to where you are now has not been an easy one at all. And you have spoken about having a life coach in your corner. Has that really helped you assess and be all right with where your life is at the moment?
Yeah, you know, it's funny because I've actually put the life coaching on pause at the minute, and hopefully going back to it towards September, October. But when I did start it at the beginning of lockdown last year, it completely changed everything for me. It made me realize so much about myself, and actually people need to know that they are worthy of good things in life. And we do need to take each day as it comes, and there will be ups and downs, but it's how you handle it and it's how you react to it. It's so important for each and every single one of us to know and understand that. But it definitely helped me, and it helped me in particular with not having my mum around. I'm the kind of person that I lived for my family. Well, I live for my family now, but it was really, my mum is like the anchor of everything. Anything I'd done in life, she was the one I went to for advice. Anything I was confused about, she was the one I turned to, and I don't have her anymore. So I'm still trying to find my way, and it's come up to 4 years since I lost her, but I take each day as it comes. I always pray, and I always talk to her. I hold her very close to my heart, and I always just try and ask the universe to give me signs that she's here, and trust me, she's around. But life coaching has definitely really helped me understand all of that.
Oh, Alex, someone who is 20 years deep in not having their mum around. They're always with you. They're like a shoulder giving you advice continuously. Oh, Alex, my darling, I'm not going to cry, because I seem to, every time you and I chat, I'm not going to.
As well.
But it's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you. Thanks so much. And good luck with the shows this week.
Thank you so much, guys. Please come and see me. Please come and see all of us at Joseph, because we want you all there.
Oh, don't you worry. I'll be there on the front row cheering you on. See you later, darling.